So good to see you. Welcome. Joining us here for Off the Radar, meteorologist Ryan Weekman, meteorologist Kaylee Bowers joining us here.
Hold on.
What? That was a false start.
There we go.
You can see it. Hey there, meteorologist Ryan Weekman. I got meteorologist Kaylee Bowers here for Off the Radar.
Hello.
Jeez, okay. I feel like I'm reliving the same open over and over again. Hi, meteorologist Ryan Weekman here. You know Kaylee already. Hey, Off the Radar. Good to see you. Does it feel like we're living the same open over and over again? Is this just me?
I'm getting a little annoyed. I think, are we recording? Are we actually recording? Is this live?
Hello?
We're good?
For real?
We're good.
We're okay.
If you hear some voices in the background here, maybe I'm just hearing it in my ear here. We've got our whole crew joining us here. If you've never watched Off the Radar here, it's not just a Kaylee and Ryan show. This is Toledo's most watched digital weather show, live and local for you right here. We've got our whole cast here. We've got our director, Tim.
Woo!
We've got our amazing producer,
Woo!
Alexis. Hey, guys, back there in the control room. Wow, this is our new camera. You guys are looking great.
Look at our new camera.
That is awesome.
Woo!
Wow.
Is that Jordan on Chiron today?
I can move it. Yeah, Jordan, say hi.
Look at his little head back there.
Jordan's hiding. Hey, buddy.
I can move it over to.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got to do a post.
I can
Okay, now
move
do
it
you,
over
do
to
you.
me.
Go.
I can move it back to here.
I feel like we're doing like the open of the office right there, which, if people don't know.
I like
One of those
that.
things where they're like doing their thing and they like look up.
So we've got our control room. Guys, great to see you this morning. We've got Mark, our amazing engineer camera op, who's here in the studio. Mark, hi.
That way.
This is such an honor.
Oh.
Mark's no longer wearing his Lions hat. All right, we also got, sorry, just throwing that in there. Tiffany, hey.
Hi.
You're back in the weather center holding things down there for us on the digital side. How are you doing this morning?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Good.
Great.
We're getting ready. If nobody's watched this before, first of all, welcome. Again, this is Toledo's most watched digital weather show. We
Love
do
it.
our top 3 to get started. Explain, what is that for somebody who's never watched before?
So we talk about the big weather phenomenons that's happened not only just across the state of Ohio, not only across this country, across the world as well too. But we are staying in the U.S. this week.
Staying in the U.S., we've got this amazing newsroom out there, and they get video from all over the country, all over the world, and we say, give it to us. We
want
want to
more.
look at some of the best weather video that we've got for this week. You guys have any idea? It's the last week of January. Where you think we might be heading for this one?
If I had to guess, maybe the Great Lakes, maybe, up towards North Dakota, because they've seen a lot of snow and cold. No?
Nope.
Where are we going?
Let's see. I don't know. You got the clicker. Tell me, where are we heading off to?
The first one I was right.
Okay, we got the Great Lakes.
We're heading so close to home. We're heading towards northeastern Lake Erie, where we saw something interesting happen this week.
That's the other end of the lake. Check this out. This is a Coast Guard vessel that is cutting through the ice to free up a freighter, which got caught by the thick ice over on the other end of the lake.
How thick of that ice, or how thick
We
ice
need like the Benny Hill music
was it,
right
you
now.
think?
Thick enough to stop a freighter. That's good. Look, there's clear ice right there. There's clear water right there.
Wow.
Now he turns around,
Gotta
keeps
do
on
you.
cutting through. Guys, we've been talking about this. Obviously, we had the unfortunate incident where the ice fishermen got caught on the lake as well, and some of the ice floes started moving. Tiffany, Mark, Alexis,
Yeah.
Tim, would you guys go out on the ice ever?
No.
Oh,
No.
Alexis was ready on that one.
Absolutely not.
I'd go in a boat on the ice.
Well, you
No.
can't go in a boat on the. Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
My dad loves ice fishing, so I mean I've been on ice plenty of times. Not Lake Erie ice, but I've been on smaller lake ice.
That's what makes it a little bit tricky. Lake Erie is obviously much larger. An inland lake is a lot different, right?
Right, like Wampler's Lake up in Lenawee County is
Yeah.
you're not gonna have ice flows on that lake.
There's nowhere for it to flow.
It's just too sketchy for me. I don't know. You never know.
What about the like Charlie Brown scene where they're like ice skating out there on the pond and everything? Doesn't that seem fun?
Pond.
Just go to like an ice rink.
No.
They don't go to Lake Erie.
Not Lake Erie, Mark.
If it's at least 7 inches thick, you're good.
Well, I know that it's a fact, but would you do it?
If it's 7 inches or more.
Okay. Tiffany, I think I know what your answer is about to be right here. You going out on the ice?
No, thank you. No, thank you. You know, I did actually just go ice skating for the first time.
Wait, what?
Yes.
How was it?
I fell really hard.
Oh,
one
are you okay?
time.
Was this out? Where'd you go ice skating at?
So I went inside the Slater Family Ice Arena on BG's campus.
Yeah.
So I was like very intrigued because it was indoors. So I took my niece and we went for the first time and it was really fun.
How did she do?
she fell a lot more than I did.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So are you going to be going back? You going to keep ice skating?
Oh, of course, it was so much fun.
Okay.
I don't know about outside though.
Yeah, well, outside's a
on-
lot trickier. You're gonna have,
On
like,
the
perfect
actual
ice.
like river, yeah, I don't know.
Did
Well,
you
we have the
use, did you
ribbon.
use one of the little things to hold on to?
No, I did not, Ryan.
It'd be okay. I was just wondering. I can't. I'm like, they don't make them in my
I know
size.
Kaylee did last time she went.
You did?
Yeah, I had a live shot. Alexis was my producer. She
Yeah.
set this up for the 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Around this time last year at Ottawa Hills Ice Rink.
Okay.
And I don't ice skate. I don't do any of that.
She did the little penguin. It was like a penguin.
I went out far enough so you couldn't see it, and I went back in.
Alexis, ice skating seems like something that you would have done when you were younger.
No, I mean I have ice skated. I can ice skate, but I'm not like good at it.
She's a snowboarder.
Yeah.
I believe that.
That's why you're a little
Do
bit
the
real
snow
smooth.
sports, yeah.
Okay. Well, we posed the question early on. If we're talking about winter and getting the best weather videos, where would you expect them from? The Great Lakes, got it. Check. That makes
Perfect.
sense for us. We want some snow videos. Where are we going to head? It only makes sense to head.
How about down to Alabama?
What?
What?
This was the wildest week. You guys saw some of this video, right? Some of the other videos. This one comes in from the beach.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Look, it's our little snowman friend on the beach.
Sandman.
Isn't this what we would want if we were taking a beach vacation in the middle
I'd
of
be
winter?
so mad.
Oh my goodness. Just
Could you imagine?
I
Like
was
for the
down-
locals, it's a
Let's go to
novelty. But
Florida.
if you spent money to go all the way down to Alabama or Florida and that was your site,
I was down to Alabama in January about 5 years ago.
yeah.
And it was nice. Like it was not this.
Look at the people in like their parkas
winter
and their
coats.
Look
long
how sad they
sleeves.
look with their heads down. They're like, why am I here?
well, you know what's funny is we were watching this system come in last Tuesday now,
Yeah.
and Chris Vickers was going down to New Orleans over the
That's
weekend.
Right. So he just missed
And
it.
he was watching, we were
Yeah.
seeing flights get canceled. We said, my trip better not get canceled. And he had fun. He made it there and back, but holy moly. Just, what's the Taylor Swift song? Snow on the Beach.
Snow on the beach.
Right,
yep.
Alexis?
Yep.
Taylor Swift song called Snow on the Beach.
There is. It's a good
Taylor
one.
Swift song for every situation there is.
Yeah, there
Probably. You're not
I know
wrong.
there's a Florida song. Isn't there one
There is
called
a Florida song.
Ah,
Yep.
see? Ha! Look how
I think that's the
cultured
same
I am.
album, actually.
She's gonna have a
Yes.
Groundhog Day song. She's gonna have everything eventually.
So if we had snow in Alabama to this degree,
Man.
we're gonna have other video from down south as well. I thought this one was pretty cool. Take us a little bit, speaking of New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
So we saw the snow. Obviously, it's cold enough. If it's cold enough for snow, it's cold enough for ice. And speaking of ice skating, look at what one guy was doing in the middle of New Orleans.
Swish, swish.
This is in the middle of the street because, of course, they don't have salt crews.
No.
They don't have plows. So he said, my hockey stick that I brought down to New Orleans
that's
finally
awesome.
works.
Does he have ice skates on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Oh yeah,
like it.
he's like
And he's-
legit hockey
He
player.
knows what he's doing too.
Wow.
This guy has waited his entire life if he lives in New Orleans.
Okay.
He must be
He's
in-
not from New
I was
Orleans.
gonna say
There's no way.
he's a northern transplant for sure.
His family and friends are like, why do you have a hockey stick in your apartment in New Orleans? He's like, one day I'm going to get to use it and you're all going to laugh.
He Amazon Primes it real quick. It's gonna snow. It's gonna be snow and ice tomorrow. I have to get my hockey stick.
Genius.
And he's the only one.
I know he needs a little goal or something to, you
Or
know.
someone to, you know.
He's just working on his skills. I would definitely, so I took ice skating lessons as a kid.
Oh, you
growing up,
did?
So growing up in Bowling Green at the ice arena there, we were just talking about, I took
Mm-hmm.
ice skating lessons and I got good at going like kind of fast, but I never got to the lesson where they teach you how to like brake.
So you just go shh,
So
run into
I
the
would
wall.
go, so as a kid, I would just go fast and then I would jump into the board to stop.
Yeah, the
Same.
hockey stop I could never do. But
Yeah.
if I was ever wearing figure skates, I could do the toe pick.
Oh.
Does anyone know?
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone know the reference toe pick?
No.
No. Oh God, there's a great movie called The Cutting Edge.
Oh, yeah. Will
somebody
Ferrell.
somebody watching knows it. Great movie. but-
Napoleon Dynamite guy too, right? Or no, that's a different movie.
That's all.
No.
Is Cutting
No,
Edge
no,
like
that's
a romance movie?
That's Blades of Steel.
Blades. Oh, that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
This was a rom-com movie back in the day. That was the one summer we had HBO, and I watched it like 12
Gotta be honest, out of the two
Oh.
people back there, the rom-com reference I was not expecting to
Oh,
come.
come on.
Oh, he reads them just as
Sure,
much as
no, no,
I
no.
do.
I love
Yes,
a good
he
rom-com.
does.
I
Is it
do.
a true story?
What's
Yeah.
that?
The Cutting Edge?
I don't think so.
Mark's asking, is it a true story?
I don't think it was a true story.
Are you interested in the plot, Mark?
I'm sure it was a book.
We can find it. I was going to say we can go to the movie
Looking
store,
it
but
up.
you can't do that. I just showed my.
The
It's got to be something.
store?
from a
You
movie
can't
store.
go to the video store anymore. You can't go to like.
Go to Video Connection.
Yeah, go to Video Connection, go to Video
Blockbuster?
Spectrum.
Oh
or
my
something
gosh,
like
the
that.
cover of this looks like the most
Oh, let's
cheesiest
see.
rom-com ever.
Can you bring it up on the other one?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. We're gonna
Hold on.
we're gonna get a photo of this. Okay, while you're bringing this up, Tim, take us over to our Max 2 source. I'll show you guys. This was pretty incredible for us. This is a satellite image of what it looked
Wow.
like down to the south. So that white that you see across the Gulf, that is actual clouds, but you can see this is snow on the ground all the way over behind your head there, all the way in the Carolinas.
Look at that.
Isn't that crazy? Because you can see the forms. Head down to New Orleans. This is an image I never thought I would see. Sure, they might get snow in Louisiana, and that would be crazy enough. But there is snow all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico
Man.
here. Is wild to really say.
And what's
for us.
even crazier is they saw more snow in one day than so far we've seen our entire winter season.
They almost beat our winter total from last year, the
That's
entire
true.
year, in one day in some places.
They saw about
Wild.
over 8 inches in some
Yeah.
places.
Crazy to think about for us. Okay, so
we
that's
got
our
it.
weather geek.
Oh,
Did
you got it?
you guys got
Yeah,
it?
we have the picture
This is,
here.
I was just trying to delay. Oh my goodness. Is this the Great Gatsby? What is this?
It
Oh my
was a
gosh.
great movie. They're in the Olympics in Lillehammer, I think, is the 92 Olympics. It was a good movie. Watch the movie. It's got to be streaming somewhere. I think it's on Amazon Prime, perhaps.
In a world far away.
It was a good movie. But Ryan, we do have a little tiny confession to make as far as like when the show restarted a couple of times.
Yeah.
Nick, if you bring up P1 sound, this is why, because, you know.
Groundhog Day.
Come here, Groundhog Day!
Wait, so was I on 3 times there?
Yes, that aired that way, yes. That was on purpose.
Gotcha.
Nicely
got
done.
you.
Well played. Well played.
It looked like you were in on it.
Now I can never trust.
You were acting like you knew what
It
was
did.
going
I
on.
had no idea. I thought for a second, because Tim, you're a tricky little troll there.
This was not my idea, though.
Called you a troll.
I didn't know about it. Tim, did you tell me about it?
No?
I had no idea.
I don't know if Kaylee, was it your idea? Was it your idea, Alexis?
Kaylee.
It was Kaylee.
You
It's off the radar again.
clever.
So yes,
Clever.
that was
Of course,
on
this
purpose
is-
by design, and yeah, it's airing that way. Yeah.
I've watched
I'm just
Groundhog-
glad you weren't like, what the heck?
I was
what's
waiting
going
for
on
something.
here?
Nick back in audio had his hand over the boop button.
We're trying to do the show and it's screwing up.
So that was obviously a clip from Groundhog's Day.
We have some more to talk about too. Some more clips that we can pepper in throughout the show.
Excellent. Okay, Kaylee, you've seen this movie?
I've seen the movie. I've watched the musical.
Ooh, fancy. Mark, have you seen the movie?
It's kind of repetitive.
Of course you would say that. Mark.
Tiffany, have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I've seen it. I didn't know there was a musical though.
I didn't either.
Me either.
Wow.
This is one of those movies, you know, on Christmas they replay, what is it, Christmas Story all day on
All day
TBS.
on- yep.
It feels like they should do that with Groundhog's Day. Do
Oh, that would hurt my brain so much.
A&E, I think maybe did that a while back.
Did they?
I think so. I don't know if they do it
Totally
every
makes
year,
sense,
but
right?
Yeah.
You guys have both seen it as well, right, Alexis?
oh yeah,
Okay.
I love it every year.
Jordan in the back there?
Jordan, have you
Already
seen
seen
it?
it?
Jordan
Oh,
has
he
not.
said no.
Jordan has
Not. Okay,
Finally,
that's
one
why we didn't
person.
give Jordan a microphone. Okay. We
Man.
are going to ask an interesting question for this week's kind of question, if you will, for us. Should I say it now and let people think about it? Or do we wait until after
I mean,
the break?
it took us a week to think about our answers.
This was one that really messed with the brains of everybody on the set here. Okay, the question is, if you can repeat one day from the year, what day would you choose? That's
Any
all
year,
the
right?
context you get.
Any
What
year.
day would you choose? Now you can't
Sure.
ask questions. That's all the context you get. If you can repeat one day, what is it going to be? That's all you get. So we're going to have our answers coming up on the other side of a short little break here. Kaylee,
so many subcategories. There's just so many questions.
there's so much you could do with it, right?
But I do have
is
one
it a day?
answer.
Is it a year? Is it a what?
I was gonna say our answer is gonna be the weather word, but okay.
Oh.
I thought I tried.
What's our weather word? Go.
What is our weather word? Well, all right, it is Mesocyclone, Ryan, what is that?
It's a rotating updraft in a supercell thunderstorm. I put on my nerd glasses.
You
when I
sound
read
like
that, by
Ned
the
from
way.
Groundhog Day.
Do I really?
Do.
Ned?
Ned.
Ned Ryerson?
Ned, yeah.
Trying to sell you some insurance. No, I'm not going to be doing that, but we're going to have our answer. What day? If you could pick one day to be on repeat, like Groundhog Day, you have to make the choice. We'll have our answer for you coming up on the other side. We want to hear from you as well.
That was a
Stay
tough
with us, Off the Radar.
Again.
Okay, so this one, I'm telling you, we come up with these questions on a weekly basis, right? We like to have a little bit of fun with it. We like to hear everybody's opinion.
Yep.
This made everybody think for a while.
I'm still struggling. This was a tough one.
But we do have our answers.
We do.
The question was, if you're just joining us for Off the Radar, the question was, you can only pick one day to repeat, like Groundhog's Day. What day are you choosing? And people took this all sorts of different directions. Tiffany, did you struggle with this answer at all?
I did, yeah. I was
Okay.
probably the last one to give my answer just because I didn't know what to choose.
Did you want to peek at other people's answers?
I did, yeah.
Aha!
That's the nice thing, because I got the answers to put this graphic together, so I knew what everyone was coming up with. You and I
didn't
had
str-
something similar.
I did not struggle with this one. I knew
No.
I knew like in about 10 seconds what day I wanted to repeat.
Well,
I thought it
let's-
was easy. Am I first? Okay.
We are first, so what was your answer?
Okay, my answer was really easy, and this is one that's grown on me. I didn't pick a certain year. I just actually picked a day from the calendar. Now, a lot of people would probably think Christmas or some other holiday, but my wife has really leaned hard into her favorite holiday, and it's now become, I think, my favorite holiday. July 4th. I love everything about July 4th. You got the barbecue, you got the swimming pools, you got the sprinklers,
Yep.
you got family, all the drinks, and then at the end of the day, fireworks.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's a day that's awesome from start to finish. So
You know what's
love
ironically one of my least favorite days?
July 4th.
July 5th.
July 5th. Why?
July 5th.
Because July 4th's over. I understand.
That too. I always work the morning shift on July 5th.
Oh.
Always.
Because
And it-
Ryan, his favorite day,
Yeah.
always takes it off.
Ryan's not working.
What?
trying to sleep.
In the morning show, it is
Yeah.
awful to try to sleep when the whole neighborhood is exploding.
I don't have a problem. I understand because I've done the morning show for a few years now. I don't have a problem with people doing fireworks on the 4th of July, even the 5th of July, like that weekend. When it gets to be like the 10th of July and they're still doing fireworks, we're going to have a problem.
I remember during 2020, I think it was on a Thursday, and it went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm like, people.
Well, it's 2020. People had nothing else
Exactly.
to do, lighting off fireworks at their house.
Of course.
July 5th, they go on sale. So
That's right.
That is true.
So I just said July 4th. I love everything about it.
So, I mean,
Okay.
summer, I feel that.
Tell me in the middle of February, not thinking, oh, it sounds pretty nice right now, right?
I was struggling too because I wanted either a fall one or a summer one. I'm thinking, okay, I can't copy Ryan, so I'm gonna go with October 31st.
Ooh.
Y'all know I love a good holiday, especially Halloween. You have, again, the pumpkin spice, my PSLs, the trick or treat Halloween decorations, and this is just, it's my time of year. I would do it all
This is
over
your
again.
chance to get sugared up.
Ironically, I don't eat a lot of candy on.
So you wait for November 1st because that's when the Halloween candy goes on sale.
Do they have Groundhog Day candy?
They should.
Because that would go on sale February 3rd.
I feel
We're
like
gonna-
the weather never cooperates on Halloween though. It's always raining or something, and then
That's
we have
not
to
true.
take
2
the
years
kids
ago, it
out.
was snowing.
It snowed.
Right. So
And then didn't we see
yeah.
70s?
Actually, the snow was awesome, by the way.
Or 60s, yeah.
For any of you, just shout this out. Either of these two your favorite holidays? Anybody? Yes or no?
No.
Nah,
July
I don't know.
4th.
I
love
like
July
the
4th.
4th, Ryan.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. I got some allies in the studio. All right, there we
The
go.
dogs don't.
I love July. That's my birthday month.
Sure.
So I like July.
That is true. Dogs do not go with 4th of July.
But what's interesting, you and I, we just picked a day.
We just picked a day. What do we got
Whereas
for Tim?
Tim, Alexis, and Tiffany picked an actual
Exact
date.
date.
Oh, a date like with a year.
Yes, ours just
'Kay.
changes. All right, so Tim, what was yours?
Mine was August 11, 2001.
That's a very specific date.
That is the day of my wedding.
I knew you were going to say
Oh, what a suck up.
I knew you were going to say
Yeah.
that.
He's gonna go home and watch this episode and be like, look, I picked it.
Look, honey.
Give your wife a shout out now.
No, I liked it because friends and family are there, right?
Sure.
And you got, it's everything. And I thought, so, and we wondered about whether this question was, are you reliving it one day or over and over like Groundhog?
So you would want to relive this hundreds of times.
Right.
This day, hundreds of times.
And I-
You don't
and I
think
thought about
you don't
this
think
way.
Uncle Bob would get a little tiresome after?
Well, that's the thing. Uncle Bob, I can learn everything about Uncle Bob because I have infinity to do it.
Oh, that's
How many people are at the wedding? You never really get to talk to them all wedding day.
True.
But Aunt Carol's gonna come up and give you that Jello recipe 452 times.
And a big old smooch on the cheek every single time.
That's when you make the Jello ahead of time. Be like, oh, I have some really good Jello for you, and Carol.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
And you learn
Would you
those
ever, since you know you're doing it hundreds of times, just be like,
I don't.
Ooh,
would you ever do that?
why not?
I didn't think about that. What if that's the day that doesn't get repeated, though?
Then you're like,
What
oh,
if that's the
no.
time you get out of the loop?
Oh my goodness! I don't know why that just sparked in my
that's a
brain.
good way.
You would be so tempted after a couple hundred times to
switch
try
it
that,
up.
right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's what he did in the movie. He just went off the off the
Oh, he went
radar.
off the radar.
radar.
Hey, put him. Shh.
So,
Okay.
but yeah.
All right, Alexis, what do you got for your date?
Mine is that is also my wedding day. So
Oh,
me and
you
him
suck
were the
ups. You
same,
two back there in
so-
cahoots.
June 11th, we work at 11. Oh my gosh.
yeah, it was.
June 11th, August
it was a
11th.
good
Now,
day.
Alexis, I was at your wedding.
Yeah,
It was hotter than July 4th.
it was. It was literally the hottest day of that summer. I think.
What year was it? 2016?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like 100-something degrees.
It was disgusting.
The air
outside.
conditioning broke at our reception hall,
Remember
but like
that? Yep.
it was horrible.
Right.
But it
I
didn't
think you might be in
matter. 'Cause
trouble
it's like your
when you
wedding
get home.
day.
I think I
think
was
I might be
invited
in
to your
trouble?
wedding, but I didn't
didn't
make
come.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, Tim
I'm
didn't
kind of
come.
glad I
Not
didn't come.
picking
It
your
was going to
wedding
be all
day.
hot.
No, it was fun. You missed it.
You guys, Mark says I might be in trouble because I didn't pick my wedding day.
Uh-oh.
Do you think I'll be in trouble? Nah.
Just stop by and get flowers on the way home.
That's true.
I'm gonna tell Kaylee now to purposely watch this episode of Off the Radar.
She does watch.
Hi,
Hey,
Kaylee.
Hey, good to see you.
Hi,
she
Kaylee
would.
from Kaylee.
She would actually. I have a very strong feeling. My wife would agree with me. She would rather do the 4th of July over and over again than our wedding day. Our wedding day was fantastic.
Aw. You should have gotten married on 4th of July.
No, because then you would have to the awkwardness of having to celebrate it and the holiday at the same
You
time.
never forget it though.
That's true. You'd have fireworks as you guys walk down the walk back down the aisle.
Be
That'd be
fancy.
You guys are always guaranteed fireworks.
Oh,
That's true. But our love is the only fireworks I
Oh
need
my
in
gosh,
my heart and
stop
in my life.
right now.
that poor girl. Kaylee, I'm sorry you have to deal with this.
I got that from a Hallmark card. All right, Tiffany, get me out of this. Quick, go, do something else. What do you got?
May 27, 2016, that was the day that I graduated high school.
Wow.
My graduation ceremony was really fun and was really cool. And
Yeah.
I picked this because technically I didn't get a graduation ceremony when I was graduating from college. Because I graduated in 2020.
So COVID.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and they made a makeup one, but it just wasn't as big.
Did
it
they
wasn't
mail
the
you
same.
the diploma? Or?
Yeah. They mailed me the diploma and mailed me my cap and gown.
So you still had to pay for a cap and gown.
I did, yeah.
To like walk across the sidewalk.
I like walked across my living room.
Well, that works. May 27, 2016. All right. Thanks for
Yeah.
making me
I had
feel
a lot of
old,
special
actually.
people come to my high school
Right, we're
graduation.
getting
so.
married. She
was
was
a fun day.
graduating high school.
Right.
This is the same year.
Don't do the math. Don't do the math. It hurts.
Tiffany,
it
oh
hurts
my
your
gosh.
ego, Alexis. Don't do it.
Like
So-
days away.
So what would you do different if you had hundreds of times of doing this graduation?
Ooh.
I feel like I would just do something funny and outlandish each time. Like I'd fall or just
Like
like
do a
throw
cartwheel
myself
across
off
the
the
stage?
stage like one
yeah.
day.
Proud
I'd
surf.
make it fun.
Eat the entire cake. Just eat all of it.
Alexis, I need to ask you the same question I asked Tim. If you're doing this hundreds of times. Is there one time where you would go,
I feel like it would
nah, just to see, and like what? Just bolt, just to
be
see
kind of
what.
fun. Like, oh, I changed my mind.
And everybody's like, oh.
And then you're like, just kidding, just kidding. We're gonna do it again tomorrow. It's fine.
And everybody's like, huh?
Yeah, because they don't get it.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm only here for one day.
Well, Tim and I were talking because we both have 2 kids, so like, I didn't want to pick a specific.
You can't pick one birthday
Can't
over
pick
the
one
other.
kid. That's like you can't do that.
Sure, you can. You have a
then we
favorite.
were talking
Every
about
parent has a
them.
favorite.
And now we both picked our wedding, and we're like, well, the kids weren't there, and I would really want my kids involved in this day now that I keep repeating.
But then
so,
to bring it down a little bit, there were some people that were at our wedding.
that aren't around anymore.
They're no longer with us, so you
Yeah.
can relive some
Oh,
time
that's
with them.
true. The other thing
it's
I would think
hard.
about though, if you're going through this hundreds of times, that's literally like a couple of years, right, of your life. That means you're actually going to go a couple of years without seeing your kids.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I don't like that.
That's the part. That's actually the reason why we went back that far. That's the whole
Love you,
reason.
Tyler and Tatum. Love you guys. Yes. Happy birthday to my daughter 2 days ago. She
I
turned
thought you forgot her
18.
name
Yeah,
for a
apparently.
second.
Her name's Tatum. Yeah.
So there we go. Tiffany, you are our digital expert here. We love to get our viewer responses as well. Did we get any other ones?
We did. We got a person that did say July 4th. That was a good one. Yeah. And we got 2 sentimental ones. They were wedding dates. Ashley to Drew, that was June 1st of 23. And then Barbara said her wedding day as well, November 9th of 1963.
I would say the wedding would be very interesting because there are so many people that are there. It would
Yeah.
keep you
Everyone.
engaged for a while. And there's so many different like ceremonies that happen, right? You've got the eating of the cake, you've got like the bouquet toss or other stuff like that happens. That you could just go totally off the reservation a couple times and just do crazy stuff,
Just start throwing cake at people.
right?
Think of like the random pictures you could take, because you
Oh,
can take
yeah.
all these pictures
That
and
would
just do like
you
fun
would never
ones.
see.
Well, in mine,
Oh, you
2000.
wouldn't get them back.
What if then you went home, like it was the last day you went home, you opened the photo album, and you look in there and it did have some of those photos.
Oh, wow.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be crazy. There you go.
Do you think anyone would ever say Groundhog Day? You would want to repeat Groundhog Day over and over again.
Oh, no. Why would you want to do that?
It's February, it's cold. We talk about a rodent.
If somebody really likes skiing, maybe if they're at a
Alexis,
ski
would you
resort or something.
repeat?
There you go.
Nope. You can only ski so much before you're like, I'm good.
No, Alexis would rather go to the surface of the sun, aka the day of her wedding.
True.
3,
Hotter the better.
2, 1. Well, it's Groundhog Day. Again? And that must mean that we're up here at Gobbler's Knob, waiting for the forecast from the world's most famous groundhog weatherman, Punxsutawney Phil, who's just about to tell us how much more winter we can expect. 3,
So over it.
2, 1.
Yes, this movie is very interesting. I love it. It's fantastic. I do have some plot questions, but we're not going to get into that. Let's just enjoy the movie for what it is.
That's a whole nother show.
It really could be.
Off
All
the
right.
Radar 2.0.
So we've got a new segment that we're going to try out for us here. If you guys watch us in the mornings, Steve and I, well, Steve does, the Steve's Traffic Time Trivia. I'm standing next to him, so that's why I was thinking about it. We do Steve's Traffic Time
You're in
Trivia.
the right spot.
We thought, let's do trivia for Off the Radar.
Oh, no.
You guys ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do it after this break. When we come back, today's trivia question for Off the Radar. Stay with us. All right, so we thought we'd end this with a little bit of fun, a little bit. I love trivia.
Yeah? You're good at trivia. You're okay
Not really.
at
If
trivia.
you watch me in the morning,
You're no
not
Tim
lately.
Miller.
Yeah, Tim Miller's been on fire.
But this
lately.
is possibly weather trivia.
Love going to trivia. Tiffany, Tim, Alexis, Mark, you guys like trivia? Yes?
I love it.
I'm horrible.
Trivia is so
no.
fun.
Wow, the enthusiasm was palpable here. Okay, there you
Never
go.
know
All
the
right, so
answer.
today's trivia question, I made it fairly easy, okay? I think.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't say that.
I love saying it. 'Cause then if somebody gets it wrong, they feel bad.
That'd be
Okay,
me.
so today's trivia question is,
Okay.
which skyscraper in the U.S. is most frequently struck by lightning?
Doo-doo-doo.
What do we think?
What's the one in Chicago called now? I don't know.
What used to be the Sears Tower.
Yeah. Is it Boyers?
The building formerly known as the Sears Tower?
Willis
Willis
Tower.
Tower,
Willis
yep.
Tower. That's my
Okay.
guess.
All right,
That's the
let's
only
just
one I
go in
can
with
think
the Sears, AKA Sears Tower.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Chrysler building. It's just got a look to me that looks like a lightning rod.
Sure. It seems like something that you'd get on like the Haunted Mansion ride or something like that. It just kind of has that look where it's going to get struck by lightning. or
Oh,
something
it's
like
true.
that.
Tower of
Okay.
Terror.
Tower of Terror, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, yeah. Mark, what are you going with?
My guess would be the Empire State Building.
Oh, okay. Super
Okay.
tall.
Yeah?
Okay. Tiffany, what do you got?
I think I'll guess there's a tower in Chicago.
I think you're thinking of the Sears Tower or are you thinking Hancock Building?
I think it's like the Willis Tower.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I
the Sears-
said, Tiffany.
Is that the?
Okay, so the answer is, did you want to guess? I think you already know this.
I can't answer this.
You already know
There
this
you
one.
know
So it's
it.
been struck at
Whoa.
least 250 times. This isn't the answer, but a little
Jeez.
hint. It's been struck at least 250 times in the 5 years between 2015 and 2020. The answer is Willis Tower. There you go. Look at that. So that is the tower. in
Tiffany got it
Chicago.
right.
Tiffany, nice job.
And
The world
Alexis.
traveler, Tiffany, nice work.
Thank you. Thank you.
If we have any travel questions whatsoever, Tiffany is who we go to.
Hey, Alexis
got
got
you
it
guys.
right too.
Yeah, whatever.
We ignore
All right.
Alexis. Alexis doesn't matter.
Man.
Good job, Tiffany.
Bye.
See you, Alexis.
Nice job. For all of you that guessed New York City, I would have probably guessed like, I was going to guess like One World Trade Center because that's super tall, right?
That's also
So
very
I would
tall.
have thought that would have been up there.
They're all good guesses for sure.
All right, but I think the thunderstorms that you get around Chicago probably has to do it. This is
Yeah.
usually where we show off our viewer photos, right? Kaylee, show us all our viewer photos this week.
Our viewer photos for this week are
Trumping when
Hang on.
Tim hits the right button. There they are.
Wow, look at all of them. Appreciate everybody's
Somebody
submitting.
took a picture of the sun with sunglasses on it.
Wow.
Again, this was Alexis's wedding right here. It's the sun.
On the sun.
need fire. Yeah, we didn't get any viewer photos or videos this week.
Boo.
So send them in on the WTOL 11 weather app. We love to show them not only on Off the Radar, on other Plus shows as well too,
Yeah.
on social media, on the actual TV itself too. So show them, send them in.
All right.
Please.
Well, we're so glad you're joining us. You are a part of Toledo's most watched digital weather show. We're glad to have you along. Let your family and friends know about this. You can watch us every single week over on the WTOL 11 Plus app, just like you are on those TV apps. So glad to have you along, Kaylee.
And you
Fun
know,
show.
if you loop this again,
Yeah.
it'll be Off the Radar.
And then don't-
Again.
Oh, we recommend acting
Again.
like Groundhog Day and watch it again and
Again.
again. And
You can like trick your friends and know the trivia answer, and you can say like how many times it got struck by lightning exactly.
Hey, I bet Alexis is about to guess the Willis Tower.
Whoa.
See.
Well, she's got to get it right one of these times.
Yeah.
She's 0 for
Do you have
1.
number 2, Ryan?
What's that?
The second most hit building?
I do
Oh.
not. No. It's a Fifth Third building here in Toledo.
Doubtful. Doubtful.
That's not an accurate statement at all.
Made that up.
I will look it up for you, Mark, and for those of you, maybe I'll post it on social media this week.
No,
So-
you have to watch Off the Radar next week to find out.
No, because then I might actually have to do it. All right, we got Tiffany, Tim, Alexis, Mark, Kaylee.
Ryan.
I thought we could end today with
What do you got?
poignant words from Phil Connors.
All right, well, we'll see you next time. We leave you with this.
When Chekhov saw the long winter, he saw a winter bleak and dark and bereft of hope.